All Things Motoring is brought to you by CHANGECARS and proudly powered by WeBuyCars, South Africa's leading buying service. Selling your car? Needing finance, insurance, or expert advice? With WeBuyCars, it's all under one roof. Coming up this week on All Things Motoring. It's the season premiere. Welcome back. We'll kick things off with the National 4-Day Special, cruising through Cape Town, Durban and Johannesburg. This is a show that fuels your motoring soul.
If you can't beat them, join them. Whoever came up with that saying, that's old news. The new one is, if you can't join them, you beat them. Ryan Tameri in KZN, you came up with the idea of a 4-day across 3 provinces. We're in Gauteng, you're in KZN as I mentioned, and Ernest, you're in the Western Cape. Let's call it a competition, and I like to win. So Gauteng, I'm on your team. I'm born and bred in Gauteng. We've got a couple of advantages. No rust, more cars. What are we going to do today? We're going to have a little competition. We're going to do a couple of throwbacks too. Ryan to Ernest, and guess who's going to win? You're watching the man who did the intro.
Mike's laid down the gauntlet over to Cape Town and Durban. No pressure, but the whole country's watching.
It's National 4-Day, and I'm here in the Cape Town chapter where Durban and Joburg are playing the same game today. In an incredible organizational feat, we've managed to get Joburg, Cape Town and Durban synced to do the same thing with the same brand of cars on the same day. So let's go find out more about the Cape Town chapter of National 4-Day. And while I'm walking over them, let's see what's happening in Durban.
How's it, everybody? It's Ryan, Phoenix Ford Club out in Durban, Blue Lagoon. Perfect weather for the day at our first National Ford Day. This is the Durban event. It's an initiative of the Phoenix Ford Club, which I am the president of. So what we're doing is basically getting guys with the old school Fords that have a passion for these things and keep them alive. We are getting them together. We're making it a family day. You get out here, you with like-minded people that love the brand. And we're at the iconic place called Blue Lagoon. And back in the day, when I was a youngster, we had people coming in here. There used to be a culture of cars getting together, and these are the passion that we have for these things, and we're carrying it along. So we create the vibe here in Durban. We do one in Joburg on the same day and in Cape Town. And it's just to get people to enjoy the day and enjoy their cars. So the cars that we have are stunning condition cars. The guys are keeping them in tip-top condition, ranging from your Mark 1 Escorts, your Sierras, your Cortinas. We even have a range of Mustangs, the newer models. We've got a Ford dealership that joined us here as well. And our aim is to grow bigger and bigger every year on year. So that's what's happening in Durban. Let's cross over to Mike in Johannesburg and see what they're up to.
Fords run on petrol and the All Things Motoring team runs on good food. And talking about good food, you don't get better than?
Senhor Prego, we Portuguese, the name says it all.
Fernando, don't lie. The t-shirt said Carboys, but we've got a real man and a beautiful young lady, Mia. Are you a car girl or are you a car boy? You tell me.
A car girl.
And what makes you love cars?
I don't know,
Daddy?
the designs and the colors that stands out.
And clearly you love Datsun and Nissan and Toyota, or am I getting that wrong?
She loves Ford, obviously.
Of course, of course. And tell me, Andre, the love for Ford obviously comes from you. Behind us, a beautiful, original Capri. You got to share the story.
Yes, Michael, yes, a lovely Capri, I must say. It's a labor of love.
Yeah.
It's been coming on for quite a while, building the car. You know, as the funds come along, you build. And the passion is really there to build these beautiful cars and keep these classics on the road. The car came to me at a very correct time. I managed to buy the car just before I got married, because when the finances dry up with the marriage and the school fees and the, you know, the things. So this is
Andre, I've got to ask. Tell me this
weekend.
isn't a brave man to say the
I'm
funds
brave.
dried up when you got married. You are brave, sir.
Very brave. But yeah, lovely cars. They're very unique. They're easy to work on. Parts are very scarce though.
Of course.
But we've got Ford family members that can assist.
But now you spoke about easy to work on, and I think that is a key. When you talk about older cars, everybody thinks they are troublesome. This car is an Escort. It's a Ford Cortina, Granada. They're all the same thing. So nice and easy to work on?
Absolutely. And I think, you know, we always want to inspire the youngsters and
Yes.
teach them all these things. I think it's a foundation to start with working little mechanics, understanding the basic concepts of how a car work. You start with this and then you can progress
Course.
up into the others.
So I'm going to ask you an easy question. It's only a yes or no answer. Are you happy that Henry Ford was born?
Absolutely.
He said it. He means it.
Mike brings out the Ford Capri to get things rolling. Ernest, Cape Town. Your turn. Try and keep up.
Everybody's got a story about how they got to school, whether it's on the bicycle, the bus, the train, the taxi. But I got lucky in matric, and I managed to drive one of these to school for a very short period. Thank you, Mr. Rustin. Of course, there was TSW Omega, there was TSW Hockenheim, etc., etc. But if you really wanted to be cool, you got yourself a set of these. Is it Borbit? Is it Borbay? Either way, I don't care. I had one too.
So anybody who knows me knows I love stock standard. That includes the body panels, body kits, etc., and especially the wheels. Look at this, top of the range Ford XR8, 1985. These wheels aren't standout, they just look good. I bet you in Cape Town, Ernest is going on and on about the best set of wheels. However, Ernest, if you want to make it a competition, I won't just see you, I'll beat you. For me, you can't beat the XR8, but if you want to compete with Ernest, beat that champion.
Coming up after the break, we chat with more passionate Ford enthusiasts across the country.
But it wasn't his lap times that made him the star of the show. This astonishing piece of film has now been seen by an estimated 120 million people. And that's the absolute closest you can get to crashing without actually falling off.
All Things Motoring, sponsored by WeBuyCars. Looking to sell your vehicle? WeBuyCars is the right option, always.
The Capri was often referred to as the UK Mustang. But in South Africa, we made it our own, with many V8 examples being built right here on South African soil. This one behind me is also a V8. Any V8s in Durban?
Ernest answers Mike's challenge with a Capri of his own. Locally built, proudly South African, and just to stir the pot, he's asking Durban if they've got any V8 muscle to back it up.
Hi, I'm Ashley Chetty. This is my blue Ford Fairlane, 1970 model. It's a 351 V8 engine. The only thing I've done on it is put the rims on, and it was painted by Vasu. So I've got this car for the past 11 years now. Done nothing on the engine, it's original. It drives very well. Well, obviously, it's an old car, so I had to replace shocks and stuff. The interior is original. I haven't touched anything on the inside. I don't think I'll be ever selling it. It's going to be given to one of my girls, so.
Now let's head back to Mike in Joburg and see how he plans to respond.
It's the late 1970s. You're a boy racer. 1600 Sport was for you. But if you were a man, the RS 2000 was the one step up. But before we talk about the car, Roy, because this is your car,
yes,
the event itself, you've got to share with us what is today about.
All right, so today is essentially a gathering of like-minded Ford people. So it's not a show per se.
Right.
But we've arranged this in conjunction with people from KZN as well as Cape Town.
Now, you spoke about KZN. We've got to give a big shout out again to Ryan Tameri. It was his idea, this whole concept. Unbelievable. But Ryan, just because it was your idea doesn't mean we're not going to outdo you. Gauteng, we've got better cars here, or am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
100%. So Ryan, you wanted to be a competition. You tell me that you've got a beautiful RS 2000 in KZN like this. Share with us the story of this beauty.
This car was acquired by me 19 years ago, and it was pretty much a stock standard vehicle. I then proceeded to upgrade the engine and the rest of the car as per what they refer to as Group 1 specification. So the combination of things has taken me close to 15 years to accumulate and to put it on. It's ultra rare stuff.
What they say, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. 15 years, that's incredible. To you and the team, the very best. 2026, we're doing this again?
We probably will. I think, judging by our turnout from today.
Don't listen to him. There's no probably. We're doing it again.
We're doing it.
Mike's unleashed the big guns. Ernest, over to you.
My father did own a Ford, but his friend owned one of those, a 3-liter Ford Bucky. And one day he brought that Ford Bucky home, and just like those kids at the back there, I felt so cool sitting in the back of a Ford 3-liter V6 Bucky. It's actually pronounced Gia, not Gaia, which is the Mother Earth reference. Gia is a design house in Turin that was bought by Ford in the 70s. Since then, they've been using it on all their top flight models, including this, the Granada Gia, and a car that my father owned once upon a time as well. The automatic in that car was very sluggish. That's why this one over here was upgraded to a manual.
Hi, my name is Yvonne Tilak, and here we have my Ford Cortina 30S, aka Bopa 10ZN. It's a 1978 Ford Cortina 30S, 3-liter V6. It's stock standard, and there's nothing to change about it, and we're going to keep it the same way. Right here we have a 30U V6 with uprated heads and a cut cam. And right here we have a tag that shows the 30S originality, the color, and the interior to make sure it's an original car. It's not a PlayStation car, so you can feel the gears changing, you can feel like the driving is like nice and smooth. It's like, it's just music to your ears.
So you've seen what we've done in Durban. Let's cross over to Mike in Johannesburg and see what they're up to.
Some people didn't get the memo, and that's just fine by me. Lenny, you had a Ford day. You're the only person here without a Ford, but you're here with the most standout car. You've got to share with us, Lotus Esprit Turbo. What is it like to own a beauty like this?
I think there's some sentimental history with the car. My cousin, in 1984, purchased the exact same car.
In
when
1984,
it was launched.
brand new?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Not this car, but
yes?
that car the family still has. He managed to find me one, which was in needed some restoration. I bought it in Cape Town and refurbished it to the condition it is now.
The condition it is now, it looks absolutely beautiful. The color really does wonders for this car. To drive, we've got a 4-cylinder, 2.2-liter turbo engine. In fact, very basic, no power steering.
No.
No ABS brakes.
No
aircon that works. What's it like to drive?
So I'm getting the aircon sorted out, but yeah, To drive, I mean, it's such a pleasure. For its age, it still goes absolutely well.
Beautiful.
You can actually drive it fast and it'll handle well. You know, the stability of the car is great. For its age, I can't fault it in any way, really.
And you wouldn't try to fault it. Ryan, Ernest, they say it's not how you start the race, it's how you finish. Let me tell you, I don't like to win a fight on points. I like to win a fight on knockout. I interviewed the Lotus Esprit Turbo owner. Try, beat that, boys.
Nobody saw this coming. Mike's ditched the script, interviewed a Lotus Esprit owner, and just dropped the mic.
My name is Charmaine Peter. I drive a Ford Cortina Mark IV 30S. It's got one-of-a-kind rim that you won't find on another vehicle. The engine was completely restored. The vehicle was completely restored. I purchased this in 2024. That was abandoned for a while. Everything was done in-house mechanically. The paint on the outside was outsourced to a panel beater. Prior to me purchasing this car, I have a Korea bakkie with a Chevy V8 in it, which I raced at a few events. Right now, I've drifted away from that into this on a more cruising kind of car. Been to Cars in the Park PMB. I've done Ford Fest up in Joburg. I've won the show for KZN. I've come back from there and I've just been to Pretoria, Cars in the Park.
Coming up after the break, we bring it home with a wrap-up of our Ford Day special. Did you know? Ford's V8 legacy in South Africa is inseparable from the country's motoring and racing culture. From the 1960s onwards, Ford's big V8-powered icons became staples on the local roads and racetracks. But the real legend was the Ford Capri Perana V8, a uniquely South African creation by Basil Green in 1970. Fitted with a lightweight Capri body and thundering 302 Windsor V8, the Perana dominated local racing so completely that rules had to be changed to rein it in. Sold through Ford dealerships, it embodied Ford's total performance ethos and gave South Africans a taste of American muscle in a European-styled package. All things motoring in proud association with South Africa's largest motoring brand, WeBuyCars. Better than anyone else.
When one thinks of collectible Fords, let's start at the top and work down. Sapphire, Sierra, Granada, Cortina, and then the baby next to me. This is where it all starts. Everybody that gets into a Ford, the first car they ever got into, I promise you, was a Ford Escort.
Yes, that's true.
And I always say, look at the smile on your face. This baby, 1978 Ford 1600. Tell us about this beauty.
So this is a 1600 GL.
Excuse me, we know the exact model,
Yes.
do we?
The original color is a jewel blue.
Right.
Well, this car is a standard car.
Of course. And how long have you had it?
7 months.
7 months,
7
right.
months and loving it.
5 more months to go and it's a birthday. You know what you do with a car like this on its birthday?
Oh, I always buy them something.
No, you sell it. And guess
No.
who? Yes, and guess who you're selling it to?
You.
Signed a deal on camera. She can't go back on her word.
Mike's back on form and pulling hard on the nostalgia cord. Ernest, your move.
Behind me is a stunning 1967 Mustang belonging to VJ, but I have to confess, VJ is from Durban. Okay, so this one goes to Durban. This is for Durban's score. I wonder what else is happening in Durban.
Hi, I'm Tegs Mudley. This is my 1979 Mark II Escort 1600 Sport that I've owned for the past 10 years. This car has been built from the bottom completely up. It's been repainted, stripped down, the engine's been changed. It has a 2-liter Sapphire engine, fuel injection. It runs off a dictator fuel management with a 5-speed gearbox. To me, the Mark II Escort is special because it was my first car. My father had bought me Mark II 1600 Sport as my first car to go to university. So because of that reason, I have bought this one and built it 10 years ago. This is one of my cars that I actually use a lot. I've just taken it in August this year to Joburg Cars in the Park. It's been to Hilton a few times, Durban possibly every second weekend. So it does a lot of mileage. I actually love driving it. It's actually my dream to drive a Mark II Escort.
I'm Trevor Condia, better known as Deacon Trevor. This is my Sierra that I've had for about 7 years. I bought it previously from a gentleman in Northern Province. There was a lot to be desired, so I started fixing the car with my very, very close friend Chippy, who helped me with all the repairs. We've changed the clutch to a concentric clutch. It's got power steering, genuine leather seats, and we played around with diff ratios. This car is very, very drivable and economical on fuel for V8. We're looking at modifying the engine, perhaps going a stroked motor. I've got two daughters. The younger of my two will eventually take over this car because she loves fast cars and modified cars. So eventually, she will take over this car.
At this point, you have to ask, is Ernest secretly helping the opposition? Either way, Durban's charging back. Mike, it's going to be a close one.
It's not often that I feel sorry for people, but today I do feel sorry for Devesh. You had an incredible challenge, XR6 or XR8. You couldn't decide, so what did you do? You bought both. Am I right or wrong?
You're definitely right.
So which one's Dad's and which one's yours?
This is my dad's, that's mine.
Now the difference between an XR6 and an XR8, let's start with the XR6. Driving that car, you're driving an icon. What is it like to drive?
Oh, it's something else, eh? You can't even explain it.
Like compared to a modern car, totally different.
Totally different, you know? It's just you in the car, no electronics, it's something else.
So now, looking at them, they look completely original. The XR8 in particular, still got the original wheels, the original seats. Anything done to this car?
No, we just redid the engine.
Right.
So the motor has been done around last year.
Okay.
That was the only thing. The bodywork and everything was as is when we got it.
So what he's trying to say is 160 kilowatts is a little bit higher now. Ernest, Ryan, you tell me in KZN and Cape Town, there's a nicer one than these. I bet there isn't. Wishing you and Dad the very, very best.
Thank you so much, eh? Really appreciate it.
It's a family affair, and Anisha and Cheslin demonstrate the family ethos perfectly. Let's start with you, Anisha. It started with a family, eh?
Yes. So my dad, growing up, he's the one that introduced us to this crazy business. Yeah. I mean, it's just, I'm lucky that way that I can celebrate it. I can enjoy my fun, my sport with my dad, my brothers, my sisters. I met my husband through this, and now we got a little Ford girl running around also. So, I mean, it's just, that is what Ford is to me. It's not just about the motorsport. Yes, that is fun, but I love the fact that I can enjoy it with my family and, you know?
Yeah. Growing up, Cape Townians have, and this is for Mike in Joburg, I don't know if Mike's got a Ford story, but all Cape Townians have a Ford story.
Yes, no, definitely. You know, Ford is it's just something different, man. Something different. Like, I've got two brothers, and my dad was in Datsun. Both my brothers and my dad are Datsuns, and I'm into the Ford.
Well.
You know, that was an old family rivalry. And going onto the road, it's always a dicing because now they just all just follow the trend, and we're going on, and family just enjoys it.
Well, the trend continues with the start, how it's going, and it continues with the daughters.
It's continuing.
Today, we've got the pleasure of speaking to the Ford Club of Gauteng. Look at the smiles on the face, gentlemen, all four of you. Chico, you've got a huge smile on your face. A day like today, what does it mean to you?
It's an awesome day to see Ford getting together. It's something that we dreamt of, putting all the cars in one spot and making it a reality of.
Fantastic. Now, Ziren, you're the vice chairman of this club. Big smile on your face.
Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Which is the best Ford club in the country?
Obviously GFC, Gauteng Ford Club, but
Of
we
course.
thank our brothers out in Natal and in Cape Town as well.
Fantastic.
So objective of today is to get as many Fords out in South Africa today to show the world our passion
Beautiful.
and our love for Ford.
Now, Sashin, the love for Ford, where does that come from?
The first Fords I remember was my dad had a Granada 3-liter 2-door coupe. That's from the time I was born.
Wow, wow.
And yeah, I've just loved them since.
Now, this incredible club, you've got to have a president. Sherwin, being president of Ford Gauteng, what does that mean to you?
It's a great honor, hey? It's truly amazing. And you know what? Everything is possible with the team that you have. You know, it makes us stronger. It makes us more prouder. And I mean, if you look around and if you look at the guys, you know,
Yes.
we dress to impress. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about. I mean, even if you look at our cars, look at the condition of our cars. We got amazing cars because we have a passion for what we do. And to all the Ford family throughout the country that's celebrating today, you know what? Big ups. Thank you, guys. You know what? Without all of you, you wouldn't make this day special. So thank you. Thank you to every single one of you. Thank you.
Now that is respect. Well done.
So it looks like my time at National Ford Day has come to an end. It's now time to head inside and enjoy the picnic, which is what all the Ford owners are going to be doing for the rest of today. And to Mike, it's been great sharing the show with you and sharing these Fords with all of you out there watching.
In the end, all provinces brought their A game. The real question now is, who do you think holds the crown?
Johannesburg, Durban and Cape Town, which was the best? Well, obviously, I'm biased. I love my province, but I also love KZN and I love Cape Town. To the Ford clubs of South Africa, to Ryan, your initiative, well done. Look forward to seeing you in 2026.
We at All Things Motoring appreciate your support and interaction. And if you'd like to show some love to the show, head over to our website and click on the Fans of the Show tab. We would love to hear from you. Here is the screen top tip of the week. Parked long? Check for critters before ignition. Mice love warm engines and chew wires like candy. Before you buy a second-hand car, screen it. It's what smart people do. Coming up next week on All Things Motoring, Mike rides high at the King of the Whip 2025. And Ernest hits the track at Killarney for the Alfa Romeo Track Day. This is a show that puts the thrills in motion.
See, I know my stuff. You tell me in Cape Town or in Ryan. So apologies, let me just take that part again.
Anisha and Cheslin over here demonstrate that perfectly. Little wheel spin from a Ford there, but not one of our Fords.
Now the love for Ford, where does that come from, Sherwin?
Well,
Oh, sorry, apologies. No, that's right. Apologies.
all my son-in-laws, both my son-in-laws, they got Fords. My daughter.
I feel like that's why they're the son-in-laws.
Hey, back for your trip? How was it?
Oh, not good at all. I realize now that I have a huge problem with people who take drugs.
Really? Like who?
Airport security.
Need any motoring advice? From where or what to buy or where to sell? Visit the All Things Motoring website and click on the Advice tab to ask Mikey. All Things Motoring is brought to you by CHANGECARS and proudly working with SA's standout and leading buying service, WeBuyCars. WeBuyCars, the brand that wants your vehicle more than anyone else.